Boy, we have not sat down and had a good old-fashioned commentary in a minute, man. If you don't know what these videos are, this is where I talk to you as if you were sitting right here in the room vibing with me, all right? No fancy stuff, no graphics, none of that stuff, just old school conversation. Now, what I want to talk about today is why I purchased the iPhone Air, all right? Now, this is not one of those videos as to you chose wrong by the, we ain't got time for all those type videos. I'm just simply telling you my whole thought process on buying the iPhone Air. Now, I made a tweet a couple days ago saying that I made a couple of tweets now saying that I'm very excited to get the new iPhone Air. And I even made a tweet saying that I was excited to get the iPhone Air over the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And holy, you know what? Every single person who hates Apple, people who dislike Apple, a little bit of Samsung fanboys out there, and people who also hate Apple again came under that tweet just saying all types of things as why did I make such a bad mistake? Why are you buying an inferior product? Why would you buy that? Why would you buy it when the camera's gonna suck? Why would you buy it when the battery is gonna suck? And I just got so tired of seeing those messages where I feel like I had to cut this camera on and let's just talk about it a little bit. Now, when I first saw the iPhone Air revealed, I was just like, okay, I am feeling the way this thing's look. Now, let's go ahead and take it back a few months when the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge came out. Everybody was slamming that phone, and I was like, you know what? This is piquing my interest. Now, have I asked for a smaller and a lighter phone? Not necessarily, because I got these big old man slappers right here, and I really don't care because I can hold a Pro Max like it's nothing. But the fact of them coming out when it comes to the Edge and the Air, that brings out innovation to me. I think it's cool when it comes to technology. So many of us these days, whether you're in the tech space, whether you're an average consumer, although I hate using that term, people always you always want something new. But I feel like when the market gives us something new, people just slam on it, you S on it, you know what I'm talking about. And it's just like, well, what do we truly want? So when the S25 Edge came out, everybody was just ragging on it. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go out there and give it a try. And I bought it and I actually unboxed it on the channel. Now, if I still have that footage, I'll be sure to post it right here. But I never did any content on the S25 Edge because I ended up returning it just because the time zone of when it came out a little bit too close to the foldable. And I don't know how I felt spending 1,000 plus before the Z Fold 7 came out, but I loved it. The couple days that I did own that S25 Edge, I used it as my main device. I loved it. And then because why? It was something new. It was something fresh. It was thin. It had the power. It had everything that I really truly wanted when it came in the smartphone. So now fast forward to the iPhone Air. The reason why I really didn't keep the S25 Edge because one, it was on Android. I do prefer iPhone. So when the Air came out, I'm like, okay, this is perfect. This is iPhone version of a slim phone. And just to see that nice screen with that dynamic island and on the backside, it just looks like a complete product. If you ask me, I'm not one to compare Edges, Samsung to Apple and different things like that. But if you ask me, I feel like the Air feels like and looks like a much more complete device. Now, am I faulting it because of its shortcomings? No, not at all. Because guess what? This is the first of its iteration. Could they have done a better job? Sure. Are they things that I would like to see in the Air? Absolutely. But some things, honestly, just doesn't bother me. And I feel like this is the point where a lot of people are missing when it comes to the Air. Now, of course, it has one camera. Okay, let's be real. I personally don't like the one camera design. I was running a 16E when I sold my 16 Pro Max a few weeks ago, and that one camera just really wasn't doing it for me. But I know this camera is going to be a much better camera than that. Now, here's the thing when it comes to the camera. Everybody is saying, T, they only have one camera. You can missing out on so much when the Samsung Edge has two cameras. When I look at the camera situation, man, the majority of iPhone users, and I'm not coping, I'm just trying to keep it real. The majority of iPhone users are picking their phone up, they're hitting that main camera right there, and they're using whatever's in their viewfinder. Very rarely, somebody's going to use an ultra wide, and maybe you might zoom in, and the only time you're going to do that if you're in two different places. And that's going to be a concert and a sporting event. So for the average person, them taking the phone out, snapping that main camera is going to be all that the average person needs. Now, would I like to see more cameras? Absolutely. Now, fast forward to the battery life. Oh my goodness, man. This battery life situation is getting on my nerves. Everybody is already trashing the battery life as if we have the phone in hand. None of us have it in hand. The only people who have it in his hand is the high ups when it comes to tech people. And we'll be seeing the reviews very shortly. But here's the thing. I'm not buying this phone expecting to give me Pro Max level battery life. I'm not buying this phone to give me old school Motorola flip phone battery life. I'm buying this phone personally because it piques my tech interest. I love the thinness, the fact that they can pack all of this technology in it give us the same processor that's in the A19 Pro, whatever you, to give us that in a small form factor and all of the technology in that camera bar, in my opinion, yes, it has one speaker. I don't care personally because I don't play YouTube videos on my speakers. I have these things right here, and guess what? A lot of the world also has these things right here, and that's going to be called AirPods, and these are in my ear 90% of the time. All right, I probably use my AirPods more than any other Apple product out of here. So I'm not going into this thinking that it's going to be the best phone ever. Am I thinking it's going to be better than the Pro Max? Absolutely not. We know the Pro Max is the top of the line when it comes to it, but I am buying the Air simply because it piques my curiosity of being that super thin form factor, giving us that power that we're expecting when it comes to an iPhone. Will it have thermal issues? Will it be too small? Will the battery be too small? Oh, the battery is a bit of a pain point because it was introduced with a MagSafe battery pack. It's all speculation. Nobody knows. And you even got people comparing the milliamp hours when it comes to an S25 Edge compared to the Air. And I'm still like, look, can we get the phone in the damn hands before we start comparing it and just canceling it out? So I kind of made this video to tell people, like, I want you to get off your spec high horse. Android people, come down off that spec cliff, come down off that spec mountain, because everybody doesn't care about those specs. Me personally, I'm not looking at this phone and looking at the specs. Sure, you're saying, but T, you're doing that. That's a big gamble for $1,000 phone. True, it is, but guess what? I'm an Apple person. I like the S25 Edge. So therefore, it's natural that I'm going to be gravitated towards the Air just because of the tech marvel that's in it. I just think it's a cool device. What's wrong with getting something because you think it looks cool? I like what they have going on. It looks beautiful. It has that titanium build. It's super thin. What's wrong with buying something just because we get good vibes on the way it looks and everything like that? But for your core iOS needs, it has everything that you need when it comes to a device. Why not try that in a super light form factor? So that's kind of my reason to buy it. And that was kind of this is not really a rant, but I just got so tired of everybody saying, like, why would you buy it? I would go buy an iPhone 17. Cool. All of that is what we expect. We know what to expect when it comes from the iPhone 17, the regular. We know what to expect when it comes to the Pro models. When it comes to the Air, that's something new and exciting. I've been looking across forums when it comes to this device. Majority of people had the same thing of, it just seems interesting to me. It piques my curiosity. Some people don't even like the colors of the Pro model. So guess what? They're going to get the Airs because it fits more of their color palette or whatever it may be. So if you look at true Apple people who really likes these things, majority of them aren't worried about specs. They're simply buying it because they think it looks cool. It seemed like a cool concept, something new, something refreshing that Apple is bringing us. It's been a while since Apple brought us something brand new. The Apple Vision Pro, sure, that was new. Too much damn money. The average person can't buy it, but the average person can buy an iPhone, which they already love. And why not get an iPhone that's brand new, introduced to the family? So this is the commentary video, man. So of course, I want to see the commentary down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you feel. I have myself a 256 Sky Blue coming Friday, and I cannot wait to unbox that thing for you guys. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into live streams and talk about it. And you already know, I got a Pro Max coming too. So many people will slam me like, how would you order this? I have a 512 Pro Max coming too. The Air, I will run for a good period of time as my main device, but we know the big boys in my pocket is going to be the Pro Max. But the Air is going to be a great secondary device that I cannot wait to check out. So you let me know in the comment section down below, how do you feel about the Air? Did you pre-order the Air? Do you hate the Air? Or it's just a bunch of Samsung people hating? Yo, let me know in the comment section down below. Get subbed up, because you know when it comes to me, we're going to be bringing more of these commentary videos, and you already know I'm bringing it when it comes to the accessory videos. Later.